I never imagined that visiting my alien friend's home would feel like stepping into a political storm, one centered on me. But that's exactly what happened the moment Leary invited me to his family's estate on the lush, silver-forested moon of Caliph. The moment Leary and I stepped through the crystalline doorway, a chill traveled down my spine. The walls shimmered faintly with bioluminescent veins, responding to our heartbeats like living architecture. Calithians didn't build houses, they grew them. Everything here was shaped with intent, and tonight, that intent felt focused on me. What I didn't expect was the stare. A stare from his mother. Lady Sarahine stood at the far end of the hall, elegant and tall, her silver-blue skin glowing softly beneath the luminescent vines that decorated the room. Her long hair, braided with crystal threads, framed her face like a halo. She looked nothing like a mother welcoming her son home. She looked like a queen evaluating a prize. Her eyes, pale gold and unsettlingly sharp, locked on mine. Not politely, not curiously, but intensely, possessively. Leary didn't seem to notice. "This is my friend Alan," he said cheerfully. "From Earth." Sarahine's lips parted slowly. "A human." She stepped closer, each movement graceful, deliberate. "I've never hosted one before." I swallowed. "Thank you for having me." Her smile deepened. "Oh, the pleasure is mine, truly." That was when I felt a hand lightly tug my sleeve from behind. It was Leary's sister, Rin. She leaned close to my ear and whispered, barely audible, "You're in trouble." Beginning the warning. Rin's warning sent a jolt through me, but she shook her head subtly. "Don't react." Instead, she stepped forward casually and placed herself between me and her mother. "Mother," Rin said smoothly, "you didn't tell us you'd prepared the receiving hall." "I only do that for distinguished guests," Sarahine replied. Her eyes never left me. Leary tilted his head. Mom. You're staring." "I'm appreciating," Sarahine corrected. "Humans have unexpected symmetry." Rin stepped on my foot. Lightly but meaningfully. "Come, Alan," she said loudly. "I'll show you the garden level." Before her mother could object, she grabbed my wrist and pulled me away from the receiving hall. She didn't stop until we reached a glass corridor that overlooked an ocean glowing with drifting clusters of blue spores. Only then did she let go and inhale sharply. "You need to be careful," she said. "Careful? Why? What does your mother want with me?" Rin sighed. "Calithian tradition. It's complicated. Explain it to me like I'm a human panicking on the inside." She crossed her arms. "My mother is reaching the season of choosing." "That sounds like mating season." Rin pinched the bridge of her nose. "Yes, Alan. That is mating season." My blood ran cold. "And she thinks I'm suitable." "Mother is eccentric," Rin said delicately. "She's captivated by uniqueness. You being a human is the rarest thing she's encountered in decades." "And what happens if she chooses someone?" Rin hesitated. "Tradition expects the chosen one to accept." I stared at her. "You brought me into your home knowing this." Her cheeks flushed blue, a Calithian sign of embarrassment. "Leary and I didn't expect Mother to be this intense. She's usually more controlled." "Great. Fantastic. I'm being hunted by your mom." Rin pressed a finger to her lips suddenly. "Quiet. She's coming." Middle the dinner. We barely made it back to the main chamber before Sarahine appeared, gliding toward us like a shadow made of moonlight. "Alan," she said, voice smooth as silk, "I've prepared a private dinner for you." "For me?" "Yes. As our first human guest, it is only proper." Rin immediately stepped forward. Mother, that's not necessary. Hush, child, Sarahine said gently, but with a tone that ended the conversation. Then she looked at me again, eyes gleaming with interest. I would know more about you. I looked helplessly at Leary. He smiled. It's an honor. Humans don't get private dinners with noble Keylithians. Rin mouthed at me. Don't be alone with her. But Sarahine could read lips. I assure you, she said, smiling at her daughter. He will be perfectly safe. Her gaze returned to me. Unless he prefers otherwise. The room seemed to tighten around me. Rin bumped my shoulder gently. Say something. But I already felt trapped. I'd be honored, I said. Sarahine's smile widened with satisfaction. The private hall. The dining chamber was breathtaking. Floating crystal lanterns drifted freely, glowing with shifting colors. The long table was carved from living branches, twisting elegantly like the spine of a tree. Strange dishes, petal-like fruits, shimmering liquids, small glowing cubes, were arranged beautifully. Sarahine dismissed the servants with a gesture. Then she sat gracefully across from me. You look tense, Alan. I'm trying not to embarrass myself. Humans worry too much about propriety, she said warmly. Keylithians value instinct, honesty, curiosity. She leaned forward slightly. Tell me, are you curious about me? I nearly choked on air. She tilted her head. Your face reddens. Humans are so expressive. I'm just, overwhelmed. Good. Her tone softened. I want you to be overwhelmed. That didn't sound comforting. You know, she added thoughtfully, my people believe that to understand someone truly, you must look directly into their eyes for 10 uninterrupted heartbeats. She held my gaze. 1. Her eyes glowed faintly gold. 2. Her voice lowered. 3. I felt warmth spreading down my neck. 4. Her expression softened, almost tender. 5. That was when. Mother! Rin burst into the room. Sarahine's golden eyes narrowed slightly. What is it, child? We need Alan, Rin said, forcing a smile. Leary wants to show him the glider balcony. Sarahine raised an eyebrow. He is eating. Rin grabbed my wrist and pulled me up. He'll eat later. I mouthed a silent thank you as she dragged me away. The truth. Once we were far from the hall, Rin sighed deeply. She's worse than I thought, she muttered. If she looked into your eyes for the full count, she would have marked you. Marked me. It's an emotional imprint, Rin explained. Not harmful but binding. In our culture, it signals an intended partner. And you interrupted her on purpose. Rin nodded. She was halfway through the ritual. I slumped against a glowing wall. Your mother is trying to mate pair with me. Yes. This is insane. Yes. Why are you so calm about it? I'm not calm, she yelled. I'm terrified. Mother is persuasive. If she decides something, the entire household supports her. Even your father. Rin grimaced. He's away on a diplomatic mission. And even if he were here, he wouldn't contradict her during the season of choosing. I need to leave. You can't. My stomach dropped. Why not? Mother already announced to the staff that you're her distinguished guest. They won't let you roam the moon alone. They'll escort you back to her. I stared at her. So I am in trouble. She nodded grimly. Yes. Middle the escape attempt. We tried anyway. Rin guided me through hidden corridors, narrow stairways, and vine-woven tunnels. But every exit led us back to the inner halls. The house was alive. It responded to Sarahine's will. "This place is like a maze," I said breathlessly. "It is a maze," Rin replied. "Mother grows it however she wants." We finally stopped near a balcony overlooking the silver forest. "If we jump into the glider stream, we can reach the public village," Rin whispered. "Jump? As in literally?" "Yes. Humans can survive it. Mostly." "Mostly." Footsteps echoed behind us. "Sarahine." Rin grabbed my shoulders. "She's coming." "Alan, I'm sorry." "For what?" "For this." She pushed me, not off the balcony but behind her, stepping into her mother's path. "Mother," she said firmly, "stop chasing him." Sarahine raised a brow. "Chasing? I invited him. You're scaring him." Sarahine stepped closer, her expression calm but unreadable. "I apologize," she said softly, "but I am not used to containing my interest." "Interest? Mother, he's human." "He is rare," Sarahine said, her tone deepening. "His emotions are vibrant. His smile is honest. His presence is warm." She looked directly at me. I have not felt drawn to anyone in centuries. Ending the confession. There was no pressure in her voice, just honesty. For the first time, she didn't sound like a looming threat. She sounded vulnerable. "I frightened you," she said quietly. He nodded. "I am sorry. Calithian customs are overwhelming for humans. I should have been gentle." Rin stepped beside me. "Then let him go, Mother." Sarahine studied me for a long moment. Then she bowed her head slightly. "If you wish to leave," she said, "you may go freely." The vines around the walls slowly unfurled, opening the doorway to the exterior bridge. "Go with peace, Alan," she whispered. I hesitated, because in her eyes, I didn't just see longing. I saw sincerity, courage, loneliness. I stepped forward. "Thank you for understanding." She smiled faintly. "Had circumstances been different, I might have called you mine." I exhaled shakily. "Maybe, in another life." Rin gently grabbed my wrist. "Come on, before she changes her mind." We walked toward the exit, the moonlight shining across the balcony. But before we stepped outside, Sarahine called softly, "Alan!" Turn. Her gaze held warmth instead of intensity. "Visit again," she said. "As a guest, not a prize." Smiled back. "I will." As the doors closed behind us, Rin elbowed me lightly. "You survived," she said, grinning. "Barely. She really did like you." "Thanks for the warning," I said. He smirked. "Next time, don't smile so much. It drives Kelithians crazy." Together we walked into the glowing night, leaving the house, and the empress of the household behind. But part of me knew, this wasn't the last time she'd think about me, or the last time I'd think about her.